The first guy she texted back on Bumble is a multimillionaire and matching her desired love list perfectly, and they're now happily dating. Let's see what happens later. And I will now tell you a few secrets how we did this. Because this is a perfect, beautiful example, what I always call being a vibrational match. When you are a vibrational match, you can save yourself tons of work, like going on 100 dates or more. You save yourself a bad experience of like attracting guys who are the opposite that you want, like broke, not matching your desires list. Yeah. And that is something that I have practiced with her for 3 months. Like my one on one client went through a deep healing and embodiment journey for 3 months with me. And after that, she just like started dating. And guess what? I'm not surprised. I am not surprised that she intuitively knew she has to text back this guy. So she said she had multiple matches, like a lot of matches, but then she didn't know who to text back, who not. And she didn't even have like the upgraded option, but just the regular one where you can have like five matches per day or something. And she just knew she has to text back this guy. Her intuition told her this. But this is the power of embodiment, of being the vibrational match of your desire, and also intuition. And those kind of things, miracle things, happen from in my life all the time. And I have other clients who tell me those stuff all the time too. All the time. Like I had another client just yesterday sending me a picture of flowers that she received, and she was like, I exactly envisioned that. Like I'm starting to manifest things that I envision. And it sounds super magical, but it's not magic. It's actually something that's even scientifically proven at this point. And let me explain you a few steps how we got there. Okay, because that's just one example, but stuff like that happen for my clients all the time, all the time. Okay, so she particularly came to me when she was in a lot of pain. Like she just broke up with her ex because he didn't want to get married, and there was like boyfriend girlfriend. And by the way, if you're following my dating system that I teach you on how to date a millionaire course, this won't happen to you because you check first if the guy is a match, and you also hold a little bit on with certain things so that you don't go through such a painful breakups. Okay. But anyways, that's just another topic. So she went through this painful breakup and she felt so heartbroken, abandoned, rejected. And she also felt like there's no other love like for her. There's no other love that she can have. And she just felt so disappointed. She didn't know if there will be another guy she can ever open up to. She didn't know if there is ever another guy that can reach like the standards of her ex and all of that. So we had to go through a healing journey. Yeah. It's luckily something that I know how to do too. I've been studying emotional energy healing for a long, long time. So we had to clean the energy, the pain, to let go of that. And it was a little bit of a grieving process for her, obviously, after a breakup. But we did this. She was able to still function, to release all of that. And even if we don't go through a breakup, that is oftentimes the system that I'm using, anyways, for getting you into a vibrational match of your desire, whatever is like a millionaire who's loving, kind, and proposing, or anything else. Because we kind of like this, that's the system. We kind of have to make space to welcome new things. So, first step was that we cleaned the past. Yeah. And once we did this, she felt okay again, like everything was kind of settled. Then we started, like I started helping her getting to the point of her being a vibrational match of her desire man. And she was like, I don't know if I want to, go on dates. Like I feel afraid that I will not find good men. I feel afraid that the man will treat me badly, that they also don't want marriage. And when I heard this, okay, I immediately knew, no, you're not ready to date yet because you're a vibrational match for men who don't want marriage, who don't want you. So all of like I could just spot it in 5 seconds. I'm not gonna explain it now how I do it, but I just knew she's not a vibrational match yet. We got to get her excited. Okay. So once we did the vision work, once we did the embodiment, like this is what you get from one-on-one mentorship. I help you release the past. And that's why we need longer than 1 month. We need a few months to really make a big shift in your reality. Okay, so then we went into embodiment of her new vision, and I was like, let's go deep. Anything is possible. And we went to this new vision, and she had this, like, literally everything that she pictured in this vision, this guy now embodies. And it's just crazy that it's the first guy she texted back. Like, imagine how many dates she saved herself. Like, other women who do attract a millionaire who matches their love list, they go on like 200 dates, meeting 200 guys, which is okay. You can do it, but there's a faster way. Anyway, so we did the embodiment work, and she was also resisting that a little bit, which is normal. Whenever you want to level up to a different reality, like, our human body is programmed to resist it because it's just like a programming that we feel safe where we are, Even if our reality is painful, we just feel safe where we are. So the first initial response will be resistance. It's like my mom gave me something to eat yesterday, and it was like something new. I never eat this. My first response was like, no, I don't want this. Like, I don't know this. Like, no. But once I tried it, I was like, yeah, that's so good. We were laughing about it, that I was resisting because it's so new. It's just so normal. Okay. But because she had me, I was like, just resist it. Let's keep going. We worked through that. And at some point, she really had hope, and she really was believing that that's possible for her. And then I told her to imagine, and I'm not gonna tell you all of the story, but I told her to really, really do the imagination, the embodiment work of, like, it's already happened, because this is how you call it in. And I remember she also told me, okay, I'm just gonna do it, let's do it. And she went on a date on herself, just like embodying like this happens in our call, but also embodying this by herself, practicing by herself, like imagining meeting this millionaire, and like really being the vibrational match and vibe. And she went on a date by herself and really, like, felt good. And because I knew how to teach her to get out of, like, desperation, abandonment, into, like, this excitement of feeling good and then being so loved and cherished and provided for, this man appeared like this. So you see, he didn't came into her life to save her, because that's not how it works. If you feel miserable, if you feel desperate, burnt out, or whatever you're feeling, your reality will reflect it. Man, money, relationship. It's just what it is. So I knew, no, you don't go on dates when you still feel desperate and you still feel like abandoned, lonely, because men probably will reflect that. And you will, like, choose unconsciously situations where you get yourself there. So we worked on the embodiment. She was just feeling so loved. She didn't even need this man to come in anymore, because she already felt so loved, so attended to, so committed to. And it just, like, 11 days after we started the embodiment work, because unfortunately with her, we couldn't start in the beginning because, again, she was in a lot of pain, pain from the past. We first had to release that. And for every person, it's different. For you, it might not take 3 months to start the embodiment work, but for her, it just was what it is, because, again, we had to do this deep healing journey. And yeah, like, she was on Bumble, and she said she just knew she has to text back this one guy. It just was an intuitive feeling. And that's the power. Like, when you are embodied to this reality, vibrational match, and at the same time, you have the intuitive knowing, which I bring as your mentor too. And a lot of mentors don't have this, don't have intuitive knowing. Like, if you could ask my other one-on-one clients, they would tell you like, one big trait that they really appreciate about me is that I have this deep intuition. I just know things. I just know things, and that's not by chance. I practice that too. So, anyways, my client practiced intuitive access too, to just like know things, from like inside from our deep heart knowledge. And yeah, she just knew she has to text back this guy, and guess what? Multimillionaire. And I'm just so not surprised because this happened so many times for so many other of my clients. Either really like attracting millionaires to date. Like I have another client who thought she was too old and too overweight and the wrong kind of, race to attract multimillionaires. She wasn't even old, like she was pretty young. She was like in her 40s. Um, but that was her belief. And we did the same process. Like we let go of the past and we embodied this reality. And she's like already engaged to a multimillionaire. She said it this, like for her, it took just 1 month. So again, this happens over and over and over again. And you know what? I'm just sitting on so much gold and knowledge, and I just want to spread it. I just want to give it to you. And yet, I can't give it to you in the format of a YouTube video. I just can't, even if I wish, I just can't because it takes one-on-one work to really me get to know your pattern, your pain, your desires, like really raising your level to a different point. Right now, of course, you're watching, but I don't really have access to your person, to what you think, how you feel. Yeah, what's your past, what's your desires, and that's why I can't help you here level up. I can give you awareness, my own story, the story of my clients, but really I can only help you in one-on-one mentorship because we have then a really close relationship. And yeah, I'm like sitting on a lot of gold. Like I just have all of the tools which I learned first and foremost for myself, just because I wanted to master these topics and having like the most empowered life. And you know what? I do have the capacity to help a few more women this year, like next year. Like you sign up this year to have a really special rate and have a few more spots. So, this work is so sacred and it's going to save you so much time. It's going to save you years, it's not, if not even lifetimes, because you no longer like operate in this world where you have to do step by step. First, I have to, do this and then do this and then do this, and then I get to have the money. Then I get to have the millionaire's proposal. But you just get to be embodied, be the vibrational match, and boom, it happens. And maybe in work, it's easier to do step by step by step. But in dating and relationships, like if your limiting belief is that you need to be younger to attract a multimillionaire, good luck with that. It's like you can't make yourself younger, right? So don't don't do the hard work, like trying by yourself years. If you desire a millionaire's proposal, being in a loving relationship, yeah. If you desire a different life in the next year, reach out for one-on-one mentorship because it is life changing. It's going to save you so much time. And the amount of money that I charge is like compared to other coaches, insanely low. Yeah, and I know for some of you might think it's high, but for the amount of knowledge I have, experience, and embodiment, because I just like was, I kind of had to learn it because I was on rock bottom on all areas of my life, like, relationships, health, money. So I just like hired best word coaches to help me. And yeah, I sometimes paid myself, sometimes I didn't. But the kind of like knowledge I have and the embodiment and experience, this price is really, really low. Okay. So it's also going to raise first 2023. So now you have a special great. And yeah, just if you're excited to go in to work with me to save yourself time to finally live the life that you desire, live the relationship, then don't hesitate. Just reach out and we will see if this is the right thing for you. One-on-one mentorship is the right thing for you, or maybe something else. Yeah. So just don't be shy, reach out. My email is in the description box. And yeah, I wish you happy holidays. Yeah, however you are celebrating them. And I see you in the next video.